And let's take an example of Zomato reviews and visualize how different texts go through different levels of pre-processes and how the final output looks like. It will be a kind of not so well connected English sentences. That's how generally pre-processed text be. So let's go through that. So this is the case study of Zomato. So in Zomato, as you can see in this particular UI, when someone dines or orders food, they can add a review about a restaurant, right? And this is how the reviews are given. You have some stars and you have to type a text. This is how text looks like, right? So these are the columns. You have a reviewer name, the text of the review, the ambience was good, food was quite good, and all those things, a rating, and then the details of the person. So today's tutorial we can be agnostic to all these, and let's just consider review text for today, right? So which is this particular column, and we'll pre-process this particular review text. Maybe I'll zoom a little bit. Yeah. So now these are some of the text in pre-processing, right? Steps in text pre-processing: removing unnecessary elements. It could be HTML tags, right? Sometimes these data are pulled from an app or an UI, right? And there is a very good chance that some HTML pieces of that particular code also get scraped. So we have to remove them. There are URLs, emojis, smileys, stickers. So these things are also needs to be removed. And then special characters, symbols, converting lowercase, the normalization or scaling part, stemming and lemmatization, the other normalization and scaling part, and stop word remote. Let's do all of these. So I'm going to import little bit of unknown libraries right now, which is NLTK, right? So NLTK, I'm not sure if you have used in your prior courses, but in this particular course, this will be the first time we'll be using it. This is the natural language toolkit, and it has all the inbuilt pre-processing and other text mining toolkits programmed into it. So and otherwise the other libraries are pretty familiar: Matplotlib, Pandas, Seaborn, and other things. So let's take all of those. Let me read the review, data and show it for you. So this is how the data looks like. I'm going to use only the review column because all that I'm going to care of is only about this particular review. So let's get rid of all other columns and let's try to pre-process. And now, just for demonstration purpose, let's look at the text that we saw in the presentation, right? So the apple pie was amazing, yummy, with a smiley here and a URL, and you can see that amazing is caps. That's because if you bold it in WhatsApp or any app environment, the bold text comes within star, right? So you will also end up getting that information. So the raw text actually will be like this. But what does the computer care in this particular text? It's just that the apple PIE, pie, amazing, yummy. These are only the four things that we need, right? So we are in pre-processing, we are going to remove these tags, we are going to remove these symbols, these stars, make it all small case, remove emojis, punctuation, and URLs. Okay, so let's go ahead and go do it one by one. So the first is this function. I'm not getting into the code details, I'm just letting you know the purpose of it. So this is the beautiful soup library, which is a scraping library used in Python, and using that I'm going to remove HTML content, right? So now if I pass the text and print it, you can very well see that the div h1 title HTML tags got stripped off here, right? So this removes HTML content in a text. And then we are also going to remove URL, and for that we are going to use the regex regular expressions or the regex module or library, and I'm going to look anything that has continuous HTTP pattern. So using this, if I type this particular apple pie comment, you can see that this link to the Zomato website is actually stripped off the menu. Now let's remove emojis. So every family of emojis has equivalent code for it. For example, in WhatsApp you see different types of stickers, sports stickers or happy smileys, flag smileys and many things. So I'm going to remove all the emoticons, stickers and flags that are pretty common in iOS and Android, the defined ones, and I'm going to strip them all off, again using regular expressions only, regex. And now you can see that this smiley that is seen here is eliminated here. And the next is text encoding, and text encoding is where I will take care of this word pi, right. So this pi is actually not an American English or English character, it's a mathematical symbol. So if I do text encoding, I am going to UTF-8, I cannot do ASCII for obvious reasons because it's only for American English. So I'm going to use universal encoding UTF-8, and if I do that, then I could see that the character pi is being converted into backstroke XCF backstroke X80. So this is actually the encoding for a mathematical symbol, and if I had done ASCII, this would have been, I mean, it would be ignored, right? But since just because UTF, pi got converted into this. So the computer, irrespective of whether it is pi or whatever, knows whenever there is a backstroke HCF, backstroke H80, okay, it's typically referred to in the context of a pi. And so I'm going to do text encoding, and yeah, I have just written a small function to do that, nothing else. It's I just put it everything into function. So you can see the apple pi in this case. So there is two things that you have to consider. So I can use UTF-8 and I can keep it as XCF X80. Let's say I'm already having too much information and I want to get rid of those characters, just delete them. So delete all foreign text in my data, something. In that case, I can even ignore them totally, right? It serves two purposes. If I want to use it, I can use it, or if I want to get rid of all the foreign characters, I can get rid of all the foreign characters. It's up to the modeler to do it. So in this case, I have actually got rid. And then I have to remove symbols that's still out there. So I have to remove these stars and these kind of brackets and whatnot, and then exclamation, right. So I'm again using regular expressions and looking for those symbol combinations and removing them. So now the resulting text is like this. Okay. So now still it has exclamation which is not removed in symbols because it's coming in special characters and punctuations. So I'm writing a separate for that as well, and I'm removing it here. Okay. So yeah, I'm removing it here. So what's next? Lowercase conversion. So now, yeah, so this is the final text. Apple was yummy, and you can check out the entire menu in, right. So from here on, we are going to do stop word removal, stemming, lemmatization, tokenization. So it's finally scaled and put into a nice set of collected words. So I have put all these into one single cell, so that if I have to do something, I can just call a common thing and it will get executed in one go. So until now I used one text that I written manually. So I have now considered a Zomato review text as well, right, and I applied all these functions at one go. So we can just see that everything is now lowercase and nicely pre-processed, except for tokenization and stemming, lemmatization and stop word removal. So now let's consider stop word removal. I'm going to use NLTK stop word dictionary, which is a predefined dictionary for all English words. So for all English stop words automatically get removed using this, right. If you want to manually add more, you can just add to this particular list. If you see, I have imported it here. So I can just do stop word list dot append and add my own list of words as well. So it will be combined with this particular function. So let's do that. So if I have set my stop words to be English, and these are generally the stop words: her, are, out, as, each, them, and all those things. So let's consider one review, random review, maybe 678th review. This is the raw review that you see here, and let's also output the review after stop word removed. So you can very well see you got removed, okay, and to got removed, and all these pronoun thing, your, had, all those, by, the, everything is removed. And what you have here is need improve packing, ordered veg Thai green curry, time delivered curry splashed container. It's not continuous and it's not grammatical, but it gives you the essence, right? So I can further reduce the dimension of this text by converting getting as get, splashed as splash. So all different formats of these words in other reviews also will be consistent now with these words only, right? It's equivalent of kind of normalization or scaling. So let's do stemming lemmatization, and I am using WordNet Lemmatizer Snowball Stemmer. These are the stemmers and lemmatizers available open source in NLTK, and I am using them directly. And let's consider one review again. So ambience, good, pleasant, evening, service, prompt, food, right? After stop word removal, this is what it is. I do the simple stemmer here, and this is how it looks. So the ambience, the E got cut, plus service E got cut because it's set of rules, and you can see that its experience also got impacted by this stemming rule. It's not sounding correct in meaning, but it gives you the stemmed tokens. So if we do lemmatization for the same review, it will be interesting and little bit different. So ambience still is ambience, and if you see the words are actually proper, just that the root nodes get converted, right? So I can do one more lemmatization for a different example. So this is one particular review that we see: food ambience nice, chicken chettinad, chicken pulao, too good, beer, vodka, appreciate, Kamal's quick service, right? So in this case, one call out I would like to make is the word too has so many O's, right? And even if you go to the dictionary, maybe it's not going to be recognized, or if you go by stop words, this too might be ignored because T O O O will not be even found in that dictionary. So these are edge or corner cases. So we have to, in this case, manually add different formats of these errors regularly happening, or we have to find other ways to handle these scenarios. Okay, so let's look at it. Yeah, so the lemmatization is also complete. So let's now see an example of stemmer and lemmatization's time taken, right? So I can just write some data myself. I am going to teach this course. If this is what I am going to input to the stemmer, let's just see how much time this particular takes. So this I am go to teach this course. This is the output of this particular thing, and it has taken 489 microseconds totally in terms of CPU. So if I am going to do the same in stemming, let me just show you how much time it might take. So it's 1.82 milliseconds, and this is the T output, right? So you can see it's multiple times faster. Stemming is multiple times faster to lemmatization. So and so we can use lemmatization when there is less text, but it's efficient. Stemming works good in terms of time complexity, right? So that's about pre-processing, and in the next example that you are going to see, you will be actually getting into a case study where you have a series of product transaction text, like buying a shirt through Amazon. So we have some contextual text, online, and you will try to see how to model this text with respect to fraud cases, right? And that will be one exercise that we will be looking at. And there are multiple different ways to handle text. You will see more examples as well in the next lecture. Thank you.